Hi, how you doing?
Hi, it's so good to talk. I have to tell you, I was taking my kids to school this morning and Build a Boat came on. So you are part of the fabric of our daily routine.
Come on, honored. That is so awesome. I love that.
Yeah, they were super excited. I was like, Mom's talking to Colton in a little bit here. And they were like through the roof, right?
That's amazing. How old are your kiddos?
My son is 9 and my daughter's 5. So
Oh, fun.
yeah,
Awesome.
perfect sing out loud dancing age.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My girls are 3 and they still are just they'll stand up on our little poof and sing away. It's the cutest thing.
I love it. See, and they probably have actually some of dad's, talent in them. So yours probably sounds a little bit better than my household does.
That's hilarious.
Well, tell me, you're keeping so busy these days. In fact, you just kicked off your Love and Light tour. So, like,
Yes.
what city are you talking to me from
Yeah,
today?
I'm actually had a couple off days. So my wife and kiddos are visiting her parents. So I'm here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, getting to spend some family time before hitting the next string of shows. But we got one weekend under our belt, having the best time on the road with Jordan Felice, and can't wait for more shows.
Yeah, I love that. Now, you mentioned your girls are still pretty young. So does the family try to come with you on tour? Or you just make a point to, touch back home throughout the tour? What does that look like these days?
Yeah, I feel like they're just getting to an age and a spot where it would be more manageable on the road. It's more so like I'm touching base whenever I can, and so thankful for technology. But if we're close, they'll make the trip and they'll come out and hang with dad at work. But it's a fun time anytime that they're there, and they're so funny. They're like not afraid at all. You might hear them in the background. They're like not afraid at all. They're like, I want to go on stage too. I'm like, okay, all right, let's figure out how this is going to work logistically and make it happen. But it's a good old time.
Be strong, keep you cool, and serve well.
So I know that you've performed, a bunch of times on TV, from American Idol to like all the, morning national talk shows. But to be in County Rescue, you were playing yourself, but you also, there was some acting involved there. So talk to me about this new experience.
Yeah, man. Well, acting was not on my radar at all. I've been pretty busy, all things music and family related, as I'm sure you can imagine. But what a cool opportunity. So thankful that County Rescue reached out and asked if we'd be interested and thought we would take a stab and try this new thing. And like you said, I'm playing myself. Shouldn't be that hard, but there was definitely an acting element. If for those who haven't seen the episode, I won't give it away, but let's just say we're out on the road about to do a show and I get a little choked up. So I'll let you fill in the blank.
Wink, wink.
Um,
Yes.
yeah, wink, wink. But yeah, so yeah, it was kind of wild. It felt like a lot of pressure. The cast and crew was really great, but yeah, I'll let you be the judge if I should continue pursuing an acting career or not.
Absolutely. I think the more of you we can see, the better.
Awesome.
And it was fun. It was, that's when the suspense built in the show. So you did a good job. You
Good
changed
deal.
my feelings as I was watching. I was like, uh-oh, now it's getting real.
Well, praise the Lord. All right.
Yeah, so I definitely think that you should continue to dabble in that,
All right.
so to
All
speak.
right. I'll see what else is out there. We'll reconvene at a later date.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, when you're doing your starring role, I better be on the carpet, like don't forget about me.
That's right. I won't. I will not.
Well, talk to me about the way that you can connect with your fans. I know that you are able to do that through a variety of different outlets, and then this through a show is another way. Talking about what it means to be able to kind of meet them where they're at.
Yeah, man, I love people. People are why I do what I do. I want to instill hope and joy and love into them. And I love that shows like County Rescue are on the exact same mission. It's just in a different lane. So anytime that there's crossover there, I think that's so cool. So honored to get to do that. But yeah, I'm so thankful for my fans and even just you saying that you and your kiddos were listening to Build a Boat on your way to school this morning blessed my heart. So I love that so much. I love that God uses something like a song to reach people. I know that's true even in my own life. Growing up, listening to Christian radio, I was so amazed at how a song would meet me exactly where I was. And I think it's just the coolest thing that I get to be a part of that for someone else now. And yeah, any opportunity that I have um, to pour into someone, especially with someone else who's like-minded, I'm going to jump at that opportunity.
Yeah, I love that. And that's, one of the things that I think that the show does well too, in the fact that it's a vehicle for other believers to be able to see parts of their life reflected on screen, a moment to pause, like you prayed with your band members before you went on stage. Is that something that is actually what you do, or
Yeah.
was that organic?
Good
Like,
question.
oh,
I'm so
now I
glad that
gotta
my
pray
answer
on
is yes.
stage.
Yeah, we try to be very intentional about that. We'll miss one every here and again, but it's super important to us. It can very easily in our line of work become about us. But just having that moment to check in with God and just really just ask him like, hey, like, is there anything that we need to be aware of? Is there anything we need to get in tune with? Like, we're in a different city every night. And we know that like he's doing different things in Nashville that he is than he is in Texas or, whatever. So we want to be aware of that and we want to align ourselves with what he's already doing. So prayer is huge for us.
Maybe just talk to me a little bit in our final few minutes. I think could give others encouragement. You're in a performance-based occupation. I'm in a performance-based occupation. But now with social media, everybody is in a performance-based world,
It's
right?
so true.
And it's difficult. And I feel like unless you can, really root yourself in your faith, and even then those lines are slippery and they blur so fast. Talk to me
For
about
sure.
what you found that you've been able to take comfort in, and maybe something that others can glean from.
Yeah, I will say this on social media, even as wild as it has gotten on TikTok, you see, girls talking to you while they're curling their lashes or something. It's like, what's going on? But you're still seeing everyone's best on social media. Don't let that discourage you. Um, even for me, in a career mindset, I've had to shift from social media being a consumer thing to, okay, this is a platform that I have an opportunity to reach people through. So the moment it becomes about consuming whatever, you start to compare. And I think it was Teddy Roosevelt who said, comparison is the number one thief of joy. So the moment you start comparing where you are to someone else, it doesn't lead to a good place. Just let me tell you from personal experience, even in my own line of work, even today, I'll see friends of mine who do music or who do acting, whatever. And I'm like, man, like they got that new Cybertruck. Like, golly, they must be doing really well. Or, oh man, they perform to that many people. That's crazy. But God's got you right where he wants you. Just tune in to what he has. Don't miss out on the opportunity just because you're too busy looking on the other side of the fence. So that's what I would say is be in the here and now. Don't compare yourself to where anyone else is and do what you know you're called to do.